So here's like first one. Okay, you might want to give it a role. Okay? We could say, all right, so here you go, AI. If you did it with a basic prompt, somebody will go explain quantum computing. Because by the way, if you're in security right now at all, everyone's worried about post-quantum cryptography when all our ciphers get broken. Yeah and no. So I look at the next one. Act as a physics professor who specializes in quantum mechanics, explaining quantum computing to undergraduate students with a strong background in classical physics. Sorry, deep breath. Focus on conceptual understanding rather than mathematical formalism. Okay, see, so what have you done? You've given it domain-specific knowledge. You said in this area, you set the tone, you set the complexity. It's the classic, explain it like I'm 5 years old. You could do that too. Instead, act as a physics professor, all right, explaining to a classroom of elementary students. Ooh, see if it gives you different responses. Okay. So a lot of this, act as an experienced, act as a marketing specialist for luxury brands, act as a patient educator, explaining medical concepts. All right, so we'll try these. Yeah, you got to choose those action verbs, just like, the funny thing, so Alexander is a good point. Folks that I find that are really good with this and get a lot out of this are often folks that have looked at like Toastmasters. They're good at presentation too. They know, choosing the right words, choosing the right tone. They have a certain domain knowledge. If your goal is to help it build a spreadsheet, all right, we can look at that.